Chodesh Tov, everyone. We begin the month of Iyar. The month of Iyar is a month that every day we count the Omer, and we remember the students of Rabbi Akiva, and the lesson we must learn to treat each other with love and kindness and compassion. There is a display here, an exhibit at the Palm Beach Synagogue about women during the Holocaust, which was set up for Yom HaShoah. And I can't show you all of them, but I'll just show you the first one. This one is about friendship and love during the Holocaust. And what this exhibit discusses is that even in the Holocaust, there was kindness and friendship. And these two photos I just showed you were two birthday gifts that were exchanged amongst girls in the concentration camps in Auschwitz. This was a necklace that one girl made out of bread for her friend, and this is a birthday card right before the death march of 1945 that one girl made for her friend. And what these powerful exhibits show us is that even in the darkest hours of humanity, there was love, there was kindness. And if they were able to have that kindness and friendship and love during the darkest hours of history, surely during beautiful times that we live in. And yes, nothing in life is perfect, but we always have to focus on the good. You know, there was a professor who once took a white blackboard and looked up and drew a black dot on the white blackboard and asked the students, "What do you see?" And all the students said, "We see a black dot." And the teacher said, "Why do you see a black dot when 99.9% of the blackboard is white?" You know, every day, many people start their day by reading the newspaper. When you think about what a newspaper it is, it's what the editors collected all night, which are all the black dots of society. And you start your day by reading all these negative stories, all the black dots, focusing on all the things that went wrong in the world or wrong in people's behaviors. Now, yes, there may be room to report on this, but is this the way you want to begin the day, by filling yourself and your mind and your heart with so much negativity and toxicity? Well, what we do as Jews is we get up in the morning and the first thing we do is we open our prayer book and we focus on all the beauty in the world. We say, "God, thank you for opening my eyes this morning so I can see. Thank you for creating sunlight and day and night. Thank you for dry land so we can walk upon. Thank you for the fact that I could stand erect." And we appreciate and recognize all the good and all the beauty. And then, after we begin our day with positivity, we go on to face all the challenges in life. But first we fill ourselves with hope and optimism, trust and faith. And with that, we have the strength and the courage to contend with all those things that are negative and aren't right in the world. So this Shabbat, we're going to read the Torah portion of Tazria-Metzora. And when it talks about the Metzora, the Torah says that first it would afflict the house. And when it mentions the affliction on the house, the rabbis tell us that sometimes they would see an affliction on the house, which was like a discoloration, a form of leprosy. And when they would break down the walls to remove it, they would discover treasures that were hidden in the walls by those who lived in Israel prior to the arrival of the Jewish people. And the question is, what is the lesson? Here someone spoke negatively, and they're rewarded with finding a treasure in the walls of their house after their walls have to be dismantled because of the negative affliction, the tsaras on the walls. And our rabbi says a very powerful lesson here. And the lesson is that sometimes you look at something and it looks like a nega, it looks like it is a blemish, it looks like it is a flaw. But when you peel away the surface, you discover that there's a treasure beneath the surface. And therefore don't judge a book by its cover, and don't judge a human being by their external appearance. Always dig deeper, look within their heart, look within their soul, and you'll discover their inner goodness. There's a famous story about Rabbi Aryeh Levine, the tzaddik in Jerusalem, that he was once walking in the street, and one of his former students was coming up the block, and when he saw his rabbi, he crossed the street. Rabbi Aryeh Levine was surprised. He was looking forward to seeing him. So he ran after the student and he said, "Tell me, how are you? Why did you cross the street when you saw me coming?" And the student said, because I'm no longer religious and I'm not wearing my kippah on my head and I'm embarrassed. And Rabbi Levine said, you don't have to worry about that. I'm a very short man. I can't see further or higher than your heart. I can't see what's on your head. What Rabbi Levine was saying is, I don't judge you by whether or not you're wearing a kippah. That's an external description of who you are. I could see only to your heart. And in your heart, I know you have so much good, beauty, love, and kindness. In every time, in every situation, if the Jews and the girls during the Holocaust found goodness in the darkest hour and displayed goodness and kindness in those hours, surely we every day can wake up and look for and recognize and accentuate all the positivity, all the beauty in the world and in our fellow man. Have a Shabbat Shalom.